All righty, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Dynamite review. I feel drained, beat. I almost feel sick to my stomach. I feel sick here a little bit there. After watching the show, I feel like it just sucked the whole life right out of me there. These AEW nerds like video games or whatever. I feel like Shang Tsung just ripped my soul right out of me there. I just feel dead, drained. I'm fucking drinking coffee, folks, to try to wake up to do this. It's just 9 o'clock right now. I feel like I haven't slept in a week, for God's sakes. It's that TNA feeling coming back to haunt me or whatever. In the first match, Brian Cage defeated Hangman Page or whatever, so he attacked him before the match. There was a brawl. As usual, a bunch of people were Team Taz and the Dark Order, I think. They're just a bunch of jobbers brawling or whatever. Brian Cage gives him a power bomb on the outside before the match, beats him up, gives him a couple maneuvers there, and pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. At least a guy who looks like a wrestler won a match, you know what I mean? So I'm happy for that there, but I wasn't excited though. Wasn't excited there. Speaking of lack of excitement here, folks, in the second match, the Young Bucks defeated the Seidel brothers. Evan Bourne, I forget his name there. Is it Matt Seidel? And his brother, his unknown brother, bland, boring, schmuck brother that nobody wanted there. Even his own parents didn't want him there. His brother Mike Seidel or whatever. Iron Mike Seidel. And there was also a Mortal Kombat reference in this match there. I think Matt Jackson did the Johnny Cage stuff, a split with a punch in the groin or whatever there. On Twitter, they were showing off that they went to go see the Mortal Kombat movie. We got a private screening of the movie or whatever because, everybody in AEW are like 12, 13 years old, apparently. Yeah, we got to go see Mortal Kombat. All right, it's obvious. They were excited, the Young Bucks, that they went to see the film. It's obvious there. So they want to do a little Mortal Kombat reference there for their 12-year-old minded fucking fan base or whatever. You know what I mean? Just fucking lame motherfuckers, these guys. Match wasn't like that good. They weren't trying to get Meltzer horny this week there. They weren't trying to turn him on. Just a throwaway boring match against the Seidel brothers. And then SCU came out, folks. Christopher Daniels and Kazarian. I need another fucking sip of coffee here, ladies and gentlemen. They both came out and cut a boring promo there. Oh, we're number 1, the ranking. We're gonna get rid of you. Boring! Fucking boring ass fucking shit there. SCU against the Young Bucks. Watch out, I'm excited there. I'm gonna order DVDs of PWG and start jacking off there. I'm excited for shitty indie wrestling there. In the third match, Orange Cassidy defeated Pentagon, so some goofy Orange Cassidy bullshit, a lot of it at the beginning for like 5 minutes. He does an arm drag with his hands in his pocket. That's so fucking stupid. Just fucking super stupid and childish and corny and holy fuck. Fucking lame, man. And Orange Cassidy beat him. So there's lots of people that like AEW. They think that Penta is a star, you know. They watch Lucha Underground or whatever, a couple clips of AAA Mexicana online or whatever. So they pretend that they care for Pentagon there so they can get some clout points online with fat retard neckbeards. They're all Penta. And a lot of them were saying they felt bad for Pentagon or whatever. Penta deserves better or whatever. It's okay if Orange Cassidy beats Jericho there, but you can't beat Pentagon there. But they have Pentagon with a new translator. It kind of looks like he's getting a Big E singles push, and then he just gets beat left and right or whatever. Fucking good company. They're building stars, ladies and gentlemen. Then you had Pinnacle and Inner Circle. They have a big match there, Blood and Guts. Another free TNA style pay-per-view next week so they can get some ratings or whatever. They need to try to get back over 1 million, folks. I mean, 1.2, they were on top of the world, ladies and gentlemen, and then back 800,000 something. That's because Biden. Yes, Biden was speaking yesterday. You know what he said? He said AEW sucks, is what Biden said. You think AEW can compete with McMahon? Come on, man. Come on. So the Pinnacle there, I can't get excited for this realistically because this group was created like fucking 2 weeks ago or something. Why should I really care about this fake manufactured feud that's like obviously being rushed for a match or whatever? Like Jericho and MJF, they were doing their goofy singing shit, their lame comedy stuff. He turns on Jericho with his new group. The group fucking Jericho gets his revenge the following week. And like 2 weeks later, they have a match already. Like, this group just came into existence. Oh, 2 big groups, the Pinnacle. Pinnacle isn't a big group. It's just a fucking carbon copy of Inner Circle. The same kind of shit. 2 talkers, a tag team on each side. They each have a big guy or whatever. And they have fucking throw away Sean Spears. This isn't a big group. It just fucking formed and it's worthless. It's just a shitty knockoff of the other group. Like, I have no idea why I should give a fuck or pretend to be excited for this. And, like, the storyline don't even make sense. Like, there's no real build-up for this. Like, if it was in WWE, there'd be a couple months of build-up before a big War Games match, or any company would have a real build-up. Like, they just formed a group 2 weeks ago, please, fuck. And then you had, apparently Eddie Kingston wanted to fight against Kenny Omega, but Kenny sent out his goon, Nakazawa, instead. Kingston comes out, he says he doesn't want to do sports entertainment. with Nakazawa. I'm not doing that sports entertainment stuff. You're so fucking edgy, bro. Oh my god. He doesn't want to do sports entertainment there. Oh man. And then Omega comes out or whatever, starts talking to him. We're mad at you, blah, blah, blah. Nakazawa hits him with a laptop. Kingston gets the upper hand, knocks him out, puts a chair around his leg. Come here, or else I'm going to break his leg. I'm going to break his leg. And then Kenny says, oh, go ahead, break his leg. We have another goon, Brandon Cutler or whatever. And, oh, that's Brandon Cutler, the lackey of the Young Bucks. That's how you get people over there, the lackey of the Young Bucks or whatever. Moxley comes out. There's some more brawling or whatever. Then it's Moxley and Kingston in the ring. They put a chair around Omega's leg. And then Don Callis comes out. No. Oh, we're going to break his leg unless we get a match. All right, anything you want. I'll give you anything. Don't break his leg. Tell him what we want, Mox. And we want a tag match with Kenny and his friend with Computer. Like if it was real, let's say this was real. And Callis says to Eddie Kingston, I'll give you anything you want. Wouldn't he say, give me the world title next week or whatever? Kingston against Omega, or give a rematch to Ambrose, you know what I mean? Something like this. I'll break his leg if you don't get. I'll do anything you want. I want a shitty tag match against Omega and a fucking jobber or whatever. Like, this just seems so fucking fake, so stupid, such bad acting here, such painfully obvious, fake, retarded, bad acting. You know what I mean? Just to fucking, they want to book a cheap match for next week, so they fucking come up with some over-the-top, ridiculous way. I'll break his leg now, give me what I want. It's like, so fucking terrible. Fourth match, Chris Statlander defeated Penelope Ford in the throwaway women's match there. Fifth match, The Factory defeated the Nightmare Factory, the Nightmare Family. So that's QT Marshall and Jobbers going up against other fucking jobbers, a bunch of fucking jobbers there. QT Marshall and his team wins, and then Cody Rhodes comes out of a bus or a truck or whatever it was there, because Cody and QT have a big feud, boy. They're talking about this like it's a big feud again. QT Marshall turns on him randomly just like that a few weeks ago, and like, this is nothing. It's fucking garbage. It's throwaway fucking garbage. They're friends in real life. He's having a match with him because it's his friend. That's it. QT Marshall don't belong there, like, as a wrestler on TV. He's just Cody's friend. You know what I mean? This is fucking obvious there, but they're trying to present this like it's a big fucking blood feud or whatever. Oh, big feud! And then they end up on top of the bus. And then Cody Rhodes gives him a figure four on top of the bus. And, you know, Cody, he thinks he's so fucking good. Like, they try to present this like it's a big deal. Like, Cody Rhodes in his mind, he probably thinks it's a big fucking moment, you know? Like when he tried to do a moonsault off the cage and they acted like it was a fucking huge deal there. Cody probably thinks it's bigger than fucking Mick Foley and Undertaker at Hell in the Cell. But really, they're just on top of a bus, and he gives him a fucking shitty looking, boring figure four and just marks out for himself on top of the bus there. Get the fuck out with your low budget welfare wrestling. Fuck. Where were you, man, when Cody did the unthinkable and gave the figure four to a jobber there? You had Miro beaten up. I think it was Kip Sabian backstage. I think it was him there. Just maybe it's another jobber, but I'm pretty sure it's him. Miro was beating him up. I guess they're no longer friends. I didn't watch it last week there. Maybe I missed something. I don't know there. But he beat him up and he gave him a hug, I think, and left. So I don't know. Are they still friends? Maybe I should have watched Dark to understand. Maybe I should have watched Sammy Guevara's fucking vlogs on YouTube in order to understand the full context there. But this thing felt flat for a beat down. It felt flat. And speaking of flat, in the main event, it's Darby Allin versus 10. Preston Vance or whatever. Really there? I think you're getting a little too cocky there with Darby Allin and main events. I understand they want to pretend he's a star there. He's the first fake star that AEW pretends to have created or whatever. He's the first guy that they got over there. The problem is he ain't really over. And he's corny, and he looks nerdy, and the fuck looks like a twink. I feel like I could easily kick this guy's ass myself. You know what I mean? This guy doesn't look like a star. He looks like a little fucking twig. You know, they're putting him with Sting or whatever there because he was ripping off Sting a bit, but... You know, I think Sting is too good to be hanging around this little dork. First of all, Sting shouldn't be on TV anymore at this, maybe once in a while there, a special appearance, but this just feels fucking cheap to me there. And this Darby Allin against a fucking jobber in the main event, they're getting way too fucking cocky. This is why they got 800,000. Instead of 1.2 or whatever, a guy called 10 in the main event, and you expect to get viewers for this shit, you know? Darby Allin's such a big star. We could put him up against anybody, even 10, and he could draw. You know what I mean? Fucking joke and a half there. So then he wins a cheap-looking, shitty finish or whatever. All Ego, Ethan Page shows up with Scorpio Sky. They attack Sting or whatever. Like, Scorpio Sky kicks Sting, a chop block, and then a kick in the back of the knee. And then maybe a second later, Sting jumps and takes the fall because he's old, you know what I mean? Kicks him in the leg, and then a second later, he falls on the ground, you know what I mean? When you're old, you're old. It is what it is there. He's gotten old there, fuck, but like it wasn't the worst show in terms of matches, I guess. Like, it wasn't full of horrible botches or whatever. But this was just boring. Fucking super boring and bland. Every match just felt dead with no life. Like, what the fuck is this? QT Marshall on top of a bus or whatever, 10 in the main event, just bad, just boring, no fucking life in this shit. Too much overacting with Kenny Omega and his fucking gang of circus clowns or whatever. Just very fucking boring. Boring, boring, boring. Just get stars, do something. Get CM Punk, throw money at somebody, bring back fucking who there's nobody left they can bring back. They're bringing Yugi Nagata from Japan or whatever. Dean Ambrose against Yugi Nagata next week there for the Japanese United States Championship. Very boring show with no fucking life in it. You know, very bad. Until next time, peace.